Welcome back to week 3 of Fall into Wellness. I'm Steph Paulson, and I'm thrilled to explore the profound wisdom of nature. As we transition into the autumn season, it's important to remind ourselves the significance of letting go. Embrace this opportunity to release old storylines and let go of any narratives that don't serve you any longer. Now, for this practice today, you don't need any equipment, but if you use blocks in your practice, go ahead and grab them. We're gonna get started. So let's start in constructive rest. Chief's gonna join me here. Take your feet out wide as the mat. Let's roll down bone by bone. Take your knees together, one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. And take this time to arrive on your mat. So notice your breath. Belly and rib cage expand as you inhale and contract as you exhale. So as we breathe, we're just noticing our breath, and we're practicing the concept of non-judgment. You are perfect as you are. You are worthy as you are. One more cycle of breath here. And exhale, let go. Remind yourself of the importance of letting go. Let's walk our feet in. Knees are in line with the hips. Take your arms out to the side, either in a T position or goalpost arms. And gently just windshield wiper your knees side to side. You can go at any tempo. Go to a rhythm that feels very good for your body, that feels very authentic. Let's take the knees over to the right side and just hang out here for a moment. Take your knees to the second side. Take your knees back up to center. Realign your spine if it got a little bit out of whack. Take your arms by your side, palms are face down. We inhale, peel the spine off of the mat. Exhale, come all the way down. So matching the breath to the movement. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Hug the knees into the chest. Gently rock and roll side to side. Take your hands either behind your thighs or to your shin, whatever feels more comfortable. And let's do a few spinal rolls to come all the way up. And your last one, cross your ankles and come over your shins, coming into all fours. So let's extend that right leg, flex the toes, pull that belly button in, take that right hip down to the mat. Make the spine nice and long. Let's take the right across to the left, and we're gonna look to our right ankle. So a little bit of a side body stretch here on the right hand side. Now, as we go through this practice, yes, we're absolutely in the present moment, but if you have something that pops up in your head as a limited belief or an old storyline, remind yourself, let go. Maybe you even say that in the practice, or release. Say something that resonates with you, and step into this present moment. Let's take it back to center. Notice the difference from the left and the right side. Second side, we extend the left leg, flex the toes. So find a really nice long spine here. If your pet gave you something to play with, go ahead and throw it. And we're gonna take the left toes over to the right side. And we look over to that left ankle, coming into a lateral stretch on the left-hand side. The beautiful thing about nature is it just grows. It doesn't compete with anything. It is authentic, it stands in its power. There's so much to learn about the wisdom of nature. We're just taking little snippets and applying it to our life. Let's bring it back to center, bend the knee. Awesome, pull that belly button in. I'm gonna turn around so it's easier for you to see me. Let's take that right leg in between the hands. So coming up to a modified low lunge, arms come up. Let's take the arms out to a T position, right arm underneath the left. You can give yourself a hug here. You can connect the backside of the hands or come into full eagle arms, whatever feels good for your body. Garudasana. Now feel the expansion across your upper back. Pull that belly button in. Press down in your front heel and your back shin, back top of the foot. So that's where you're grounded. We're gonna inhale, find length in the spine, exhale. Just a tiny little back bend here. Of course, you do not have to do this. We're also practicing our balance here. And release, come back to center. Unravel the arms. Come into prayer pose right at your heart. Take an inhale here. Exhale, open twist. So coming up, opening into a twist, and really expanding through the fingertips. Get as large as you can be, take up as much space. We are part of nature, we deserve to be here. Take that left hand down, coming into variation on a twist. Got a slow flow today. We're allowing and we're letting go. Take the top hand down. Listen up, that left leg is gonna go to the long edge of the mat. The right foot is gonna extend. And feel free to readjust yourself a little bit, coming up into gate pose. So let's take that left arm, reach it over to the right ankle, spiral the heart up high. Add a smile. Know that everything is changing. Each day, nothing stays the same. Embrace that change. Welcome it. That's how we learn, that's how we grow. All right, let's take the top hand down, coming into a variation of side plank. Let's take the top arm and reach it. So feeling that stretch on the top side oblique. Let's take the top hand behind our head, just to the nape of our head. And we're gonna spiral our heart up again. So tiny little back bend. Let your light shine. All right, let's come all the way back to center. Let's come back to the top of our mat. Come into all fours, big toes touch, and child's pose. So take a moment to soak everything in. Be present. Welcome in this new season of releasing and letting go. And align with that transformative power that the autumn season brings. Inhale, come up to all fours. Second side. So this time the left foot comes in between and we come up to a low lunge. Take the arms out to the side. Let's take the left underneath the right. Feel free to give yourself a hug, or you can come into eagle arms. Backs of the hands touch or go into that full bind. Press into the front heel and to press into the back, top of the back foot, the top of the foot. And squeeze everything towards the midline. So there is work going on here. Option to inhale and exhale, come into a baby back bend. It is not required. Maybe you explore it, maybe you don't. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale. Let's bring our hands to prayer. Take an inhale here. Exhale, open twist. Right fingertips go forward, left go back. Keep that belly button pulled in to protect the lower back. Take that right hand down. Take the left hand a little bit higher, coming into a different variation of a twist. Take the top hand down. Listen up, that right foot is gonna go to the long edge of the mat. That left foot is gonna extend long, coming up into gate pose. So let's take that right hand over top. Feel the stretch on the right side body. And let's take the top hand down, reach the left hand up. And let's take it all the way forward. Feel free to take the left hand to the back of the head. And a tiny little back bend here if that feels good. Extend the arm, bring it back up to the center, or back to the mat. Let's bring it to all fours, big toes touch, and child's pose. Just take a moment for everything to soak in. Be present. Inhale, come all the way up to all fours. Exhale. Let's flip the toes under, lift the hips high. Here's your very first down dog of the practice. Feel free to bend the knees a lot. You can walk the dog. By that I mean pedaling out the heels. You can shake out your head. So add movements that feel good for your body, okay? Listen to the wisdom that comes from within. It's so important. And that's just the beginning of self-love. Let's bend the knees, look up at the thumbs, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, bend the knees, coming into chair pose. Pull that belly button in. Spiral the inner thighs down to the mat. Lengthen both sides of the torso. Take the hands down, forward fold, Uttanasana. Listen up, right leg stays where it's at. Left leg scoots back, drop the heel at an angle. Bend the front knee. We're coming up into Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. Arms go up, reach high. Interlace your hands behind you or grab opposite elbows. Inhale here. Exhale, we fold. So a little balance challenge here. A very strong pose, but offering respect and love to ourselves and others as well. Inhale, bring the arms up, back to Warrior One. Spin the back heel up. Take the hands to heart center. Take an inhale here. Exhale, open twist. Press the left heel to the back wall. Your right knee is bent. Take the left elbow across the right thigh, coming into a deeper twist. Of course, you can also be here as well, right? You pick. Back knee can be lifted, or it can be up. Hold here for a few breaths. Okay, here's where we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna be playful. We're gonna step into our childlike tendencies just to have fun. Let's see if we can bring the back leg in and come into a chair twist. Let's just see. Bring the back leg in, hop it in, come into a chair twist. That right leg might be burning quite a bit. Mine is too. Stay with the chair legs, come back up to chair. Sink your hips a 1/4 inch lower, slide the shin bones back to the back wall. Utkatasana, coming into a forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, we fold. Listen up, this time the left leg stays where it's at. The right leg scoots back, drop the back heel. Bend the front knee, come up to Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. Interlace your hands, non-dominant thumb on top, or grab your elbows. Inhale, lift the heart here. Exhale, we fold. So there's definitely a lot of strength here in this pose, so tap into that power. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, lift the back heel. Bring the hands to heart center. Take an inhale. Exhale, open twist. Now this time the right elbow comes across the left thigh. You can also take the right hand down to the mat. So we're doing strong poses here, definitely. And it's just a reminder to let us know that we are strong. Even if you have to come out of it for a moment, that's okay. Don't beat yourself up. We all step on our mat with different experiences in life. Do the best you can. All right, here, let's have some fun. Back leg comes in to meet the front. We're in a chair twist. It's okay if you wobble. Let's come into chair. Take an inhale here. Exhale, fold forward. Fantastic job. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. All right, let's step back to plank just for a moment. I don't know if you're like me, but maybe your pet has taken over your mat. Step into plank, knees or toes. Take an inhale here. Exhale, shift forward, way forward, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Belly goes all the way down, uncurl the back toes. So coming into Shalabhasana, locust pose. Press the pinky toe side into the mat. Extend the arms, palms are face up. So the back side of the hands touching the mat. Okay, we inhale. Chest lifts. Press the shoulder blades into the heart. Broaden across the collarbones and keep breathing. Spin the inner thighs up high to the ceiling. That creates space for your lower back. Exhale, take the right cheek down to the mat. Pause. Now this is your opportunity to make any changes. Was that too much? Do you want more? Just like the autumn season with the transition, we can transition now. We can change at any time. Let's bring our head back to neutral. Second time, Shalabhasana, inhale. You have the opportunity to lift your thighs off of the mat, although not required. Explore it, maybe that's better for your body. See if you can lift the bottom tips of the ribs all the way up. Exhale, take the left cheek down to the mat. We have one more opportunity to explore. Let's let go of what happened the past 2 times. Practice that concept of letting go. And let's be in the present moment. So we come back to neutral. Inhale, keep breathing. You have that opportunity to lift your legs. Maybe you lift your palms. If you lift your hands, palms are facing each other. Everything squeezes in towards the midline. Keep breathing. It's not about how high you get. It's about the extension in your spine. 2 more cycles of breath. And exhale. Bend the elbows. Place your forehead on top. Gently sway the hips side to side. Now notice the energy that pose gave you. Feel it racing through your body. Back bends can be extremely energetic. Okay, let's take our hands underneath our shoulders or to our rib cage. Press yourself back to a child's pose, Balasana. If you would like more support for your lower back, take the knees in close to each other. If you'd like it wider, it's a little bit more of a hip opener if you take it wider, so explore. There's no right or wrong. Yoga is all about honoring what is good for you, what nurtures you. All right, let's come up to all fours. Come into a comfortable seated position. You can sit on your heels, Vajrasana. You can sit in hero's pose, Virasana, or you can sit cross-legged or legs extended. Okay, completely up to you. So we're just gonna take a couple simple twists here. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, let's twist to the right side. Nice gentle twist, unravel that spine. And I encourage you to embrace the wisdom of nature, especially now, especially during this fall season. As the trees let their leaves go, the leaves dance in the wind. It is absolutely gorgeous. The leaves taking on their own identity as they fall to the ground. I absolutely love it. I love seeing the colors of the leaves and how everything seems golden and bright. I really appreciate this season. As you can tell, inhale the arms up. Exhale, twist to the second side. So I guess the lesson in today's flow is just notice nature. Notice how it let go. Notice how it doesn't compete. It just is. And with it not competing, it is just beautiful. So be part of nature. Let your light shine. You be you. I encourage that so often and so much. In a world full of copycats, be an original. And spin to the front. Hey, buddy. Okay, you're welcome to take a Shavasana here. My recommendation is a few minutes Shavasana to let everything sink in. If you prefer to close with me, take your hands to heart center. Fantastic job today. It was a joy and a pleasure to lead you in this letting go, slow flow practice. If you enjoyed this content, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. My name is Steph Paulson, and until our paths cross again.